Yes, folks, it's Tales from the Jails with John G. Sutton. I'm going to talk today about HMP Long Lartin. There's a programme this evening on Channel 5 about Long Lartin and how female staff are working with some of Britain's most notorious serial killers, murderers, rapists, etc. Now, Long Lartin has held characters, villains, prisoners, such as Charles Bronson was there, Charles Salvador, that's his name now. He was in Long Lartin. I think he's been in most of the prisons in Britain, actually. He's done that long. He's done more porridge than Goldilocks. And who else was in there? Oh yeah, Charlie Cray was in there. Loads of seriously notorious murderers. And in 1990, I know we're going back a little bit of the time there, but there was a major incident at Long Lartin where 30 inmates barricaded themselves in to a unit, and they had to call out a serious support staff from all around the UK to go in and get them out. And they also found at Long Lartin what was supposed to be a handmade gun. They'd done it in the metal workshops there and created various other weapons. So after this riot at Long Lartin, which it practically was a riot, wasn't it? They locked the cells, locked the whole lot down and searched it and found all these weapons that they'd put together in the metal workshop. So somebody would have got the high jump for that. Long Lartin currently holds about 500 inmates, and it's a Category A prison now. It didn't start off like that. Started off as a Category C prison in the 1970s. It's also got within it what's known as a super max segregation unit. So anybody that really is kicking up is locked into there, into the seg. There was at one time, I think it was around about 1995, the governor complained that the prison had a great many inmates that were actually awaiting transfer to institutions for the criminally insane, like Rampton and Broadmoor and Ashworth, and that these people who were mentally ill should not be in a Category A prison. So that's Long Lartin. It's located in Worcestershire. Yep. And tonight on Channel 5, they're going to be interviewing a female doctor, a psychologist who has been working at Long Lartin, and another female, a nurse. You see, when I was in the prison system, all the nursing was done by the prison service. You retrained as a hospital officer, and it was hospital officers that did all the nursing. But that's not the case now. Now that it's run by the NHS, so they have nursing staff seconded to the prisons from the National Health Service. I suppose in a way it's right, because these nurses are professionally trained, whereas the hospital staff, the hospital officers, we got 3 months training, and that was it. I did it, and I did it absolutely to the best of my ability, but I certainly wasn't a registered general nurse or a staff nurse. I was just a home office trained hospital officer. So if you watch Channel 5 tonight, it's on at 9 p.m. It should be interesting. And it's about female staff working in HMP Long Lartin. It should be something to watch, that. I mean, basically, they're putting people at risk, aren't they? But the Home Office don't seem to care, you know. Now, it's that time of day, and don't forget, folks, here we are. I've been away for a couple of days. It was my wife's birthday, by the way. You know, you must read this, my latest book, Part 2 of HMP Manchester Prison Officer. Highly interesting. If you like this channel, then you'll like the book. And you may have read the first book. All right, well, I'm going to start Ding the Song Dinger. I was going to do a song by, it used to be, I think called the Crazy Gang. You remember them? You don't remember them. Larry will remember them. He was probably in it. Yeah. They used to sing things like, strolling, just strolling, by the light of the stars above. I don't envy the rich in their automobiles. A motor car, it's phony. I'd rather have Shanks's pony when I'm strolling. You know, sang that. Yeah, I remember I'm watching them in the 1950s on Sunday night at the London Palladium. Anyway, I'm going to read you a poem now. You've had enough torture for the day. This is Sonnet 116 by William Shakespeare. Very frequently read at weddings. And basically the message is that if you are in love, yeah, then you stay in love, you know. I mean, I've been married 53 years. It was my wife's birthday, as I said. We went up to the Lake District, and my wife just looks like today, like she did when we got married, to me anyway. And that's what that poem is about. It says, love is not love that alters when it alteration finds. You with me? So that means basically that when you're married, you know, your wife will always look the same to you. And here is a nice picture of my wife. I think it's a nice picture anyway. Yeah, there we are. Can you see that? Mary. My wife Mary, there you are. She's put up with a lot, that lady. As you probably guessed. So here we have it. Sonnet 116. Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever-fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken. Love's not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and wrecks, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. If this be error, and upon me proved, I never writ, nor no man ever loved. William Shakespeare, Sonnet number 116. Thank you very much. Tales from the Jails, folks. Don't forget to get me book. Bye now.